I mean, I have a lot of expectations for this season. This is the first time, I'm healthy, especially during the summertime and coming into the season, just being myself and be ready for the season. So I was excited as soon as the season uh, was over. Although it was bad, I was pissed, but I was also excited because now I was like I get to work on my game and my body and get better. So it's gonna be a great year.
Joel over on the side here. Mark Meany, 6ABC. When you look at this team as a whole, what would make this a successful season in your mind?
I made an appearance to the NBA Finals and winning it all. I feel like we got all the talent to make it happen. Last year was unfortunate. It's behind us. I think this year we're much better and we added a couple pieces, so it's going to be exciting.
Joel, Kai Carlin, 1400 WOND. The way the season ended last year in Boston, how much did that want to drive you to perfect your game and continue to get better?
I mean, that's I watch every game from this past season and playoffs included probably twice each games, and especially that last game I watched it a lot. The game um, layup that I missed to tie the game. Um, I closed the game well, except the first one. So I watched it all, and it was painful. But I had one goal in mind. Like I said, I was excited to go into the summer finally healthy, and we're gonna see what happens this year.
Hey, Joel, Dave Murphy with the Inquirer. When you were watching those games, how much room did you see for yourself to improve in the low post, around the basket on the offensive end of the court, and how big of an emphasis has that been for you this summer?
I mean, just looking at myself and the way I've been playing against all the guys um, since we've all been back, I feel like I've gotten so much better. One of the main emphasis was turnovers. I mean, I'm not gonna average 0 turnovers the whole season. You're gonna make a couple mistakes here and there, but it's all about making the right decisions. I think at times last season I made a lot of bad decisions, or it's just about like just simplifying the game, letting the game come to me, and not forcing anything. I think that's gonna be the biggest key. And but I'm excited. It's gonna be man. This whole summer was fun. Did a bunch of fun things, walking out and just having fun traveling. So it was good.
Howard Magdal again. You spoke with such evident pleasure while you guys were building about the conversations you'd have with fans. I'm wondering, the conversations you've had this summer, how have they been different, and were there any that particularly sticks out when you think about them?
I mean, this summer I did a lot of fun things, just going around and playing pickup and all that stuff. So I always feel like I have a great connection with the fan. I mean, he's not just on the court. He's also off the court. Feel like I appreciate them definitely, and I think they appreciate me a lot too. So that's we we both have a mutual respect, and I love it. And that's something that I envision myself. I envision myself being in this situation when I got to Philly. But that's a place where I want to be for the rest of my career. So I'm excited. I mean, we got a great connection and got a lot of love for the city and great connection with the Sixers. And I mean, uh, at this point, you kind of get to the point where you want to be once in your whole life. So and that's where I'm at. So we're gonna see where that goes.
Kyle Newbeck, Philly Voice, right here, Joel. You and Markelle are fairly close. What did you see and hear from him this summer about what he's been working on, and what are you looking forward to seeing from him and having him on the court for this season?
Everybody talks about his shot. he worked a lot on his shot this summer. We got the same trainer. Man, this summer when I was in LA, which I spent a little time over there, but I always got feedback from Drew, and he was working like 3 times a day. He's working on his shot. They did a lot of shooting, just like figured out what was going on, and he improved. He got much better, but he's not. I don't think the whole story of this year is going to be about his shot. I think he has a lot of potential. He can help us better than just be a spot-up shooter. He's much better than that. So athletic and can push the ball. Great point guard, knows how to put guys in the right positions. Just by playing with him the past couple weeks, I've been able to see how great of a point guard he can be. So I'm excited about that. I don't think his shot. I don't really care. I think he's gonna show everybody why he was the #1 pick, and I think he's more than the shot.
Joel, Pat Gallen, CBS 3. Were you surprised at all that LeBron James did not come to Philadelphia this offseason?
I mean, that's his decision. Man, I can't control what he chose. Honestly, I always felt like he will help us, even when we're going through the recruiting, and I have a lot of respect for him. But at the end of the day, he made his decision, and we got a lot of talent on this team. We're gonna do it regardless. I feel like he could have been a great piece to add to get us to where we want to be. That didn't happen, and now that's on guys like me to even take it to the next level. Ben, Markelle, JJ, Cuff, Dario. You got Wilson, like all those guys to take it to another level. So I wasn't worried about that. I was always like, it would be nice, but if it doesn't happen, that's also good, because it makes me want to be, take it to another level.
Joel, Jess Camerato for USA Today. Ben was up here before talking about how he's been working on his shot this summer. When Ben starts to expand his range and things like that, how can that impact this team?
Oh, it'd be great. Like I said, same thing goes with Ben. Like I said for Markelle, it's more than his shot. Everybody always talks about it. I mean, the guy literally shoots like 60% inside the paint. Why would you change it? He can get wherever he wants on the basketball court. Man, without a shot, he can do that. You would think that it would actually be easier to guard him, but he still gets to the paint whenever he wants to, and he shoots a high percentage. So, like I said, he's more than the shot. I think a lot of people got to stop worrying about like what both of them, what their shot is gonna look like, or whatever. It'd be nice. It would be nicer if they both become JJ Redick. That gives me and a lot of other guys a lot of freedom on the team if they can become like that, but it's going to take a long time. I don't think there's a lot of guys that can become JJ Redick, but I don't think that's their job. There can be more than that. They don't necessarily need it, but you just got to do what they've been doing their whole life and stick to the plan.
Joe, Rich Hoffman, The Athletic. What was your reaction to Elton Brand becoming general manager? He was your teammate 2 years ago.
I mean, as soon as I heard the news, I just thought about 2 years ago. About 2 years ago now, I remember dunking on him, and we actually talked about it when he got the job. When I texted him, I just remember dunking on him really bad, and I was like, that's crazy. And that was 2 years ago, and 2 years ago he was still playing with us, and now he's our GM. That's much respect, and I was happy for him.
Dan Gilson, Associated Press. Joel, I mean, you talked about having a fun summer. We saw it looked like you were in Paris. You were dunking on kids in the playground. You were shooting threes with Drake. I mean, What are some other things maybe we didn't see that you did, and what kind of stood out to you as the highlight, I guess?
I was I don't know. I mean, I feel like everything I did was kind of all over the place. There seemed to be cameras everywhere, so I don't think there's anything that I did that was exciting that wasn't on camera. But in Cameroon, I went back home. I had a lot of fun with my family, just chill, eating some good food from my mom, and just I don't know. Paris was fun. I got to go to the Tour de France, which is one of my favorite events. Finally got to go to that, and it was fun. Just like driving around behind the racers in Paris. I don't know. It was what else was I don't know. Overall, it was fun. South Africa, same thing. Just I don't know.